Over 40? Avoid this for better skin.
Ladies, we've been lied to. For years, we've been told wrinkles and sagging are caused by one thing: collagen loss. And sure, collagen is what keeps skin springy and smooth, but losing it isn't the main issue. The problem is we often gain a hormone as we age, which actually eats away at our body's collagen supplies, causing skin to crease and sag all over. So those collagen supplements all over the internet? Sure, they may work for 20 and 30-year-olds with already great skin, but for those of us dealing with real aging, like deep wrinkles and droopy skin, no chance. And here's the kicker. This hormone is related to the male sex hormone, testosterone. So along with ruining your skin, it can also lead to more masculine aging issues, like gaining coarse facial hair and losing hair along the scalp and hairline. This hormone is called dihydrotestosterone, or simply DHT. And while it creeps in during our early 20s, it really starts to have a noticeable impact on our skin after age 40. Because the closer we get to menopause and the more our estrogen levels drop, DHT can wreak more havoc than ever. Deepening wrinkles get worse every day, droopy skin sets, and our face begins to sag. And soon we look tired and older than we actually feel. But there's a bright side. You can do something to get DHT under control. And the best part? Women our age see real results when they do it.
Now you might be wondering, why haven't I heard about DHT before? Well, think about it this way.
Collagen supplements are a multi-billion-dollar industry, and they've made a fortune by only telling us half the story. Because if we believe collagen is the magic fix, they keep their prices high. And since collagen is super cheap to produce, their profits stay high too.
But if people learned about the overlooked cause of collagen loss over 40, that really hurts their profits. That could turn the whole industry upside down. And I'm not the only one calling out supplement brands.
This is Dr. Lakey. He's a plastic surgeon out of Beverly Hills. I know, ooh la la. However, he's also become a bit of a whistleblower in the skincare industry. In fact, he's where I learned all of this from.
I'm 65 and I don't look like myself anymore. Do I need a facelift?
Well, listen, as we age, there is a particular hormone that is converted to the aging hormone, to dihydrotestosterone or DHT.
It gets even worse once you hit menopause because that balance of hormones is completely gone.
So if you want to improve the texture of skin, I would say it's by inhibiting that hormone. Even if you can't make it into a plastic surgery office, there is a method out there to essentially reduce the conversion of DHEA to DHT that can ultimately improve the quality of your skin.
He's not just about surgery. He genuinely wants to empower us to take control of our health. And he's been around the block enough times to know. While aging skin is correlated to collagen loss, DHT needs to be considered. He even said on his podcast once, taking collagen supplements but not addressing DHT first, it's like filling a leaky bucket with water. Pointless.
So what can we do to fight DHT? Well, that's where saw palmetto comes in. This plant is native to the US that has these sharp, fan-shaped leaves and produces dark red berries. And according to Dr. Lakey, those berries have some incredible skin benefits. For one, they contain fatty acids, which are shown to help block an enzyme that converts other hormones into DHT, which is why women who take saw palmetto have noticeably lower DHT levels. Plus, fatty acids are shown to be key for healthy skin elasticity, making them ideal for giving skin a smoother and firmer look. It's also loaded with phytosterols, plant compounds that can help support your skin's barrier, which is crucial since DHT can actually reduce oil production, which is one of the reasons why skin gets so dry and flaky with age. Luckily, phytosterols encourage skin to hold on to excess moisture, giving it a much plumper, more youthful look and feel. But before you rush to add saw palmetto to your routine, get this. Back in 2015, the New York State Attorney General's office ran DNA tests on 24 popular herbal supplements sold in major retailers, including a few containing saw palmetto. And well, roughly 19 of them didn't contain the advertised ingredient at all. That's why a few years back, after being sick and tired of collagen supplements claiming miraculous results for women over 40, or simply not working, period, Dr. Lakey decided to make his own at-home solution to aging skin. It's called Dermal Repair Complex. And no, it's not another collagen supplement. Over 8 million jars of Dermal Repair Complex have been sold. And there's a reason for that. Its main ingredient is quality saw palmetto. So it doesn't just fill your body with collagen it has no way of using. It works to thwart DHT from destroying the collagen your body does have. Not only that, Dermal Repair also contains hyaluronic acid. And no, not the kind you put on your skin. Dr. Lakey says hyaluronic acid is basically a moisture magnet because its main job is to give our skin a plump, full appearance. And when you take hyaluronic acid along with saw palmetto, your skin can go from thin and saggy to visibly plump and lifted. Wrinkled, textured skin can start looking smooth, bouncy, and firm. Plus, since these compounds can work from head to toe, you'll probably notice your arms, thighs, and belly looking younger from every angle, just like I did. Now, I need to confess something. Dermal Repair Complex isn't 100% collagen-free. After all, as a saw palmetto helps minimize DHT's destruction of existing collagen, this is a prime opportunity to start introducing new collagen into your body. But even the collagen in Dermal Repair Complex is unique. See, traditional collagen molecules are way too large for our bodies to utilize effectively. It's like trying to fit a couch into a narrow doorway. It's just not gonna happen. That's why Dermal Repair contains hydrolyzed collagen. This is a unique kind of collagen that's broken down into teeny tiny pieces, making it easier for our bodies to absorb, and in turn, support firm, smooth skin, giving you that youthful bounce back. So let's talk about how you can get your hands on Dermal Repair Complex. First off, this gem isn't hanging out on store shelves, and for good reason. Instead of jacking up the price to some ridiculous number like $150 a jar, Dr. Lakey decided to cut out the middleman. This way, you get it for a much friendlier price. Only $58. However, I found a special link where you can get it for just $39.95. And if you wait till the end of this video, you can grab your jars at even a bigger discount when you stock up. And to take the stress out of your decision, there's a 90-day satisfaction guarantee. If you don't feel and see those fabulous results, just let them know, and you'll get your money back. But honestly, once you start noticing those fabulous changes in your skin, you'll want to keep that momentum going. So I highly recommend grabbing 3 or 6 jars at today's price. But I'm not sure how long this discount will be active, so stocking up is a great idea. Imagine getting the skin of your dreams for less than you spend on your morning coffee. So many women like you and I have discovered how incredible it feels to turn back the clock on our skin and how easy it can be. So, why not click that next step button below? Your Dermal Repair Complex will be on its way to your door in just a few days, and I recommend taking it as soon as it arrives. I mean, imagine feeling that renewed glow, waking up with skin that feels firmer, smoother, and more vibrant each day. Trust me, you don't want to miss this deal. Your skin and future you will thank you.
Can you actually age backwards during menopause? Before you answer, take a look at these women. They don't have drooping jowls or turkey necks, deep creases spreading across their foreheads, or fine lines around their eyes. They also don't have crepey skin on their arms and hands, or brown spots all over that seem to multiply. In fact, they're enjoying better skin today than they had a decade ago. How is that possible? I can tell you right now, it's not because of good genetics or any in-office procedures. It's not even some kind of miracle cream that's helping them look so much younger. Their story is actually much more interesting. See, they may have discovered a holy grail for youthful skin after 40, completely by accident, while looking for a natural way to help with hot flashes and night sweats. They began eating one specific type of food every single day, and it worked. But then they noticed something amazing and unexpected happening to their skin. In the next few minutes, I want to share the story and all the exciting science that's turning everything we thought we knew about menopausal skin upside down. It turns out you don't have to accept the appearance of wrinkles, sagging, dullness, rough texture, and sunspots that start creeping in your 40s, especially when there's a simple way to harness menopause to your skin's advantage and look years younger without ever leaving home. Let me show you how. My name is Dr. John Lakey. I'm a board-certified plastic surgeon and co-founder of the Beverly Hills Plastic Surgery Group. And if I look familiar, it's probably because you've seen one of my appearances on NBC, Extra, or Entertainment Tonight, where I share my expertise on the latest in anti-aging science, and not just the procedures you can try in my office. I give powerful tips and techniques that you can use right at home too. But what people seem to like most is that I'm also a straight shooter, and I call out bad beauty science wherever I see it. That's why I created this short presentation. Probably my most important one yet. See, after talking with hundreds of patients, journalists, beauty editors, and yes, even other doctors, I realized too many women over the age of 40 still believe aging myths. that could be holding them back from unlocking their skin's youthful potential. Frankly, it's always been this way, and that's just not fair to you. That's why in the next few minutes, I'll also reveal why a powerful, youth-restoring secret might have stayed buried forever. If it wasn't for one odd potato experiment and a group of postmenopausal women who became biologically younger by the end of this study. Today, you're getting the uncensored truth, and I'm sure this news won't win me any new friends in the beauty industry. Because instead of telling you the truth, they'd rather sell you an expensive cream or serum that sits on your skin. But there's a big problem that no one's talking about. If you're seeing deep wrinkles, heavy sagging, and rough texture in the mirror, you're only looking at the tip of the iceberg, or moisturizers can only do so much. These problems actually begin well below the surface, inside the dermis layer, where most topicals can't reach, which is exactly why people move to more invasive treatments. They don't realize there's actually a third option. A backdoor approach to put youth-delivering nutrients right where they need to be that works from the inside out. So if you've pushed product after product to the back of your medicine cabinet, feeling let down, or given up hope that you'll never see younger looking skin again, I'm here to help. I want you to feel empowered by what you're about to see. Because once you understand what wrinkled, sagging skin is really missing, and give it the ingredient that commands mature skin cells, telling them to act young again, you can enjoy better skin at 60 than you had at 50. Not just your face, but all over. Fresh and radiant, tight and lifted, visibly smoother, hands, thighs, stomach, arms, neck, knees, from head to toe. Impossible? It's already happening for thousands of women. Like Cheryl, who just celebrated her 64th birthday. People are asking me if I'm aging backwards. This really works. And I've seen it happen for so many more people. That amazing light bulb moment when they finally know the truth. And it all begins with exposing the 3 biggest menopause myths that are still keeping women in the dark. Tell me if you've heard this one before. Menopause causes deep wrinkles. Yep. That's a myth. Wrinkled skin can be a sign of menopause, but it's actually shrinking estrogen that's to blame. See, estrogen is smooth, hydrated skin's best friend. You could even say it's the foundation for beautiful skin because it protects precious collagen from breaking down, and it creates ceramides and hyaluronic acid deep in the dermis layer to lock in healthy moisture and keep it from evaporating away. But after age 40, as estrogen starts to dip, so do those hydrating heroes, which leads to thinning skin that's rough, dehydrated, and crepey. So how do you fix this? Many people say topical hyaluronic acid will make you look younger. It can, but there's a big catch. Hyaluronic acid, or HA for short, is a powerful humectant, which means it's a moisture magnet that pulls in water from its environment to smooth out and plump up skin. Well, that's great for a 20-year-old who already has young and naturally hydrated complexion. But if you're over 40, putting HA on your skin can backfire, turning it into a harmful moisture vacuum that sucks up hydration from inside the skin, even making wrinkles look worse than they are. Instead, if you want to see dramatically smoother, more supple skin, real hydration needs to start from inside the body. So eating HA-rich foods like bone broth, sweet potatoes, microgreens, pumpkin seeds, oranges, and kale are great ways to kickstart the body's natural production. There's more, because I've saved the best news for last. And I know you've heard this one before. Some women have all the luck. They look young through menopause and long after because they're blessed with good genes. Well, to that I say, fake news. See, even if someone did hit the DNA jackpot, scientists now believe these hereditary factors account for just 3% of how well we age. As for the other 97%, well, the rest is up to us. And that's really exciting because it means we have a lot more control over our aging skin than we ever realized. So once you understand the shocking true cause of crepey, drooping, and dull skin, and the scientifically verified technique that reverses their appearance, visibly smoothing deep wrinkles, creases, and fine lines, and restoring a healthy, hydrated glow that feels bouncy to the touch, just like the women I mentioned earlier, is there really a way to turn menopause into a secret weapon against aging? Take a look at this. Menopause was the best thing that ever happened to my skin, Dr. Lakey. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. As a plastic surgeon, I'm used to people pinching their unwanted sagging skin and begging me to fix it. But Julie sat there beaming. She pointed to the lower half of her face. Remember how this was drooping and starting to look like curtains? It's like I have a new neck. Actually, my skin feels so much firmer and tougher all over. Thank goodness for menopause. Now, if you're as skeptical as I was, you have every right to be. After all, women have been told for decades to expect leathering, dullness, wrinkles, and sagging around this time in their lives. Never younger looking skin. I had to know the full story and find out what Julie was doing at home to see these dramatic changes. And what she told me next blew me away. It turns out, Julie had rediscovered an old book of recipes from her grandmother, filled with natural recipes she used when Julie was a child. Now, Julie's grandmother was a smart woman, and her guide covered so much. From healing cuts and scrapes with raw honey to powerful immune boosters like ginger and elderberry, but something on the very last page stood out: how to help stop hot flashes using a special type of yam. Why not, Julie thought. After all, her grandmother had been right about everything else. So Julie went to the market, bought the yams, followed the recipe, and it worked. The hot flashes and night sweats that were disrupting her life were finally under control. But then Julie noticed a rather unexpected side effect. Her skin was looking better than ever. Was she imagining things? Was it just a fluke? Far from it. See, Julie discovered what I had already been telling my patients for years. When it comes to addressing the signs of aging, wrinkles, loss of firmness and elasticity, unwanted texture, and thinning, male and female skin are not created equally. Want to see for yourself? Ask your husband to try the pout test. Pucker your lips for 3 seconds, making a pouty face, then relax. If you see any lingering fine lines or wrinkles on your top lip, that's a sign of elasticity loss in the lower part of your face. But I'm guessing your husband won't have the same results. It's an unfortunate fact. Studies show that women really do age faster than men, and they're prone to more wrinkles and deeper lines, especially around the mouth. And it's because of waning estrogen. So why are scientists still treating our skin the same? It's because we're still focused on 2 old school theories of aging skin. The first is called programmed aging, which has to do with the DNA you inherited from your mom, grandmom, and the generations before her. There's also environmental aging, which covers the effects of sun damage, pollution, and lifestyle habits like smoking or eating ultra-processed foods. But there's actually a third type of aging that's been ignored till now, even though it's the most important one for women over 40. That's called hormonal aging, and it describes a critical 15-year span beginning in your early 40s, where dipping estrogen starts to create trouble. Because estrogen is the little-known foundation behind skin's hydration, elasticity, and thickness, or as I like to call them, the pillars of ageless skin. Did you know 1/6 of your total body weight is your skin? And it's covered with estrogen receptors that act like the gatekeepers to its cells. They decide what gets in and what doesn't. So when estrogen comes along, it fits together with estrogen receptors like a lock and key, allowing special messengers to go inside and tell skin cells how to be young, healthy, and smooth. So what happens when there's less estrogen in the body? Well, the receptors are still there. They're just not getting their messages. So when that happens, the ageless pillars start to crumble, like collagen, the stuff that keeps your skin firm and taut. Studies confirm up to 30% of skin's natural collagen is lost in the first 5 years of menopause, with 2% shrinking away every year after. That's a huge drop-off. But despite what others may say, it's not from normal aging. The real culprit is estrogen-parched skin, because estrogen is the foundation for everything that keeps skin looking young, taut, and smooth. Okay, so now you understand why expensive creams won't solve deep skin problems, the surprising reason women age so much faster than men, and how shrinking estrogen is the real culprit behind wrinkles, sagging, and lackluster complexion. How do you fix it? Most women will go about it the wrong way. They slather on collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid products, trying to get those critical nutrients back into their skin. It's not their fault they've been given bad advice, but putting a moisturizing cream on estrogen-thirsty skin is like adding water to a leaking dam. As any engineer would tell you, the leak needs to be repaired first before you'll see the results. So in the same way, estrogen also needs to be addressed first, or all the other solutions will fall short. Luckily, there's a simple way to do that by using estrogen-supporting foods, like wild yam. But this isn't your average grocery store sweet potato, because only wild yam contains diosgenin, a natural plant steroid that binds to estrogen receptors just like your body's own estrogen. That means diosgenin can trick cells into thinking they have plentiful estrogen again, just like when you were younger. Take a look at this. In a groundbreaking study, 24 postmenopausal women were asked to swap out the rice they ate during the meals with wild yam instead. They probably didn't expect much to happen, but 30 days later, they were floored when their lab results came in. Instead of continuing to lose estrogen, they increased their supply by 27% in just 1 month. Isn't that amazing? Because when estrogen goes up, so does your production of collagen and elastin, which is why diosgenin is shown to support visibly plumper, younger-looking skin. It's still just the start of what diosgenin can do. More clinical studies show that it acts as a powerful antioxidant against environmental aging by helping fade unwanted melanin, the pigment that gives us an uneven skin tone and spots that make us look older than we are. And it even helps protect against UV damage we may already have from sunbathing or not wearing SPF as often as we should.
That's why I believe nearly every woman over the age of 40 would benefit from adding wild yam into her diet, especially if you're in the postmenopause stage. And luckily, modern science has given us an even better way to get digestion in. So when patients asked me what they could do at home, I didn't want to give them a grocery list. I wanted to give them something much easier, yet powerful enough to deliver visible results in weeks. So I headed to the lab and got to work. Naturally, I started with wild yam extract, which is the first line of defense to help estrogen-thirsty skin. Then I added hydrolyzed collagen and hyaluronic acid, two important structural molecules found in the skin's dermal layer. You can think of them kind of like the box spring to your skin's mattress. Because when collagen is strong, skin stays supported and lifted, which means fewer wrinkles and less sagging. And when it's paired with dietary hyaluronic acid, that hydrates on a much deeper level than topical kinds. Dull, crepey skin is defeated. But even with this incredible trio, I still wasn't satisfied. Any anti-aging formula that has my name on it just wouldn't be complete without my favorite collagen-stimulating mineral, MSM. You probably wouldn't think of garlic, onions, or Brussels sprouts in the same category as beauty, but all three are rich in methylsulfonylmethane, or MSM for short. In fact, it's what gives their characteristic smell. But this beauty sulfur is rooted in ancient history too. In fact, it's said that famed ruler Cleopatra would cover herself in Dead Sea mud, which is packed with sulfur, to preserve her legendary beauty and youthfulness. But legends are one thing and proof is another. And modern research shows Cleopatra was onto something big. In fact, a 2015 study published in the Natural Medicine Journal found that MSM is about as close to a natural fountain of youth as we can get. Because when tested for its effectiveness on mature wrinkles, tone, texture, and firmness in a group of women, MSM checked every single box. The appearance of fine under-eye lines and crow's feet virtually disappeared, as MSM put the look of plump, healthy-looking elasticity back into their skin, with the women reporting that it felt firm and tight with good recoil. They also reported their skin's texture going from coarse and rough to smooth and silky, as their tone transformed from red and mottled to an even, healthy color. Now, these amazing results were achieved using 3 grams of MSM per day. But MSM is so powerfully concentrated, even tiny doses have shown significant improvements in the appearance of wrinkles and texture. Now, there's one question I get all the time, especially from women over 40. It's, why does wearing makeup make me look older? While most are quick to blame their fine lines and wrinkles, they're actually not the culprit. It's uneven texture that's the problem. And it can be a dead giveaway of someone's age, thanks to orange peel skin, redness, and stubborn brown spots that peek through. Finally, there's a way to smooth out unwanted texture and uneven tone without MSM, helping you feel proud to wear your makeup again, or even giving you the confidence to go without it. But my formula still wasn't done. I had to make sure it contained my favorite skin-loving antioxidant, vitamin A. You've probably heard it called retinol, which is so popular these days, and there's plenty of reasons why. After all, it's one of the most studied and powerful ingredients to improve nearly every sign of aging skin. There's just one problem. As great as retinol is, most people find it too harsh and irritating when used as a topical, so it goes into the trash before they see any of the benefits. I didn't want that to be your story, so I found a gentler, ingestible retinol sister called retinol palmitate. That helps minimize the look of dark spots and refreshes skin for an illuminated glow from the inside out. Then I followed it up with 7 different types of vitamin B armor, like biotin, folate, and niacin, to help protect skin against damaging environmental aggressors, like sun and pollution. But even with all of that anti-aging power packed into my formula, you guessed it, I still wasn't satisfied. I wanted to create the first and last all-in-one youth-restoring formula women would ever need. And that doesn't stop with younger skin. So I also added one of my favorite herbs, saw palmetto, which was shown to counteract the effects of another declining hormone called DHEA. Now, if you're thinking, wait, Dr. Lakey, we've been talking about declining estrogen. Why all the fuss about DHEA? It's because DHEA levels are directly connected to the health of your hair follicles. And low DHEA can lead to thinning hair in women over 40. So to improve its youthful appearance and help hair look thicker and stronger again, I made sure saw palmetto was the crown jewel in my formula. Now that my perfect formula was finally complete, I was proud to introduce it to the world as Dermal Repair Complex, the first all-in-one solution designed for women over 40 to rewind time by targeting the true cause of aging skin. the impacts of low estrogen in the body with wild yam extract, combined with some of nature's most powerful anti-agers, like collagen to lift and firm the appearance of sagging skin, hyaluronic acid to deliver deep hydration and soften rough texture, MSM to visibly reduce wrinkles and boost elasticity, vitamin A to refresh skin and support cellular turnover, and saw palmetto to help hair look full, thick, and youthful again. And the reviews came flooding in. It works. Today, there are thousands more reviews just like these from shocked women who never knew. Yes, you really can get your younger self back. Whether you're in perimenopause, postmenopause, or right in the thick of it now, it's not too early and never too late to begin supporting your body with the perfect blend of ingredients to fight the signs of hormonal aging. And that's where Dermal Repair Complex comes in. It helps fix the visible damage caused by hormonal aging and estrogen loss. By restoring the pillars of ageless skin, hydration, elasticity, and thickness, not just on the face, but all over the body. So if you want to transform the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines, dryness and roughness, aging spots and sunspots, drooping, thinning skin, fragile hair and nails, all while restoring a bouncy, healthy glow, Dermal Repair Complex's all-in-one formula has you covered. And incorporating it into your routine couldn't be easier. 2 easy-to-swallow capsules hold powerful doses of 13 premium skin, hair, and nail-loving ingredients. Simply take 2 capsules with a glass of water daily with a meal, and then wait for the compliments to roll in, just like Mary and Heather. What would you spend on a cream to see your skin look 10 or even 15 years younger? If you're like my patients in Beverly Hills, my guess is quite a bit. They'll gladly spend $300 or more for high-tech facials. So they're floored when I tell them the price of Dermal Repair Complex. After all, I didn't set out to create my formula for a small group of elites. I wanted as many women as possible to experience these age-defying results. So right now, you can buy a jar of Dermal Repair Complex on my website for $58. And considering the years of research and premium ingredients costs that went into its development, that's a great deal. And still a lot less than you'd pay for a high-end serum. But I have a better idea. Since you've taken time today to learn the truth about hormonal aging, I can tell you're serious about your skin's health. And to thank you, I'd like to offer you an exclusive discount. So you won't pay anywhere near $58 today. Just a low price of $39.95 instead. That's a 31% savings. Plus, US orders ship absolutely free. And if you're really serious about saving big, I recommend taking advantage of the 3 or 6 bottle option today. First, because you can save up to $162. That's like getting 4 bottles free. And because my clients have noticed that the longer they take Dermal Repair Complex, the better the results seem to be. So ordering more than 1 bottle is the best way to experience its full potential. You can even lock in this price and receive an extra 10% off when you sign up for a Dermal Repair Complex subscription. It's completely free to join, and there's no long-term commitment. I know you're going to love this formula. And I can't wait for you to experience the excitement that comes with waking up every morning and falling back in love with your younger-looking, glowing skin day after day. But if Dermal Repair Complex doesn't meet your every expectation, I refuse to keep your hard-earned money. My friendly and helpful customer service team is just a quick phone call or email away. So let us know, and we'll refund your full purchase price right away. You have a full 90 days to fall in love with Dermal Repair Complex and your new radiant skin. But if you're not thrilled, for any reason, you're always covered by our 90-day money-back guarantee. There's no fine print or funny business, because that's how it should be. I know you're excited to start your journey, but there's one important thing I should tell you before you go. When I first launched the Dermal Repair Complex formula, it was a bit of an underground secret. My clients loved knowing they could stock up on as much as they wished, whenever they liked. But now, the secret's out, and over 7 million bottles later, Dermal Repair Complex has become our best-selling sensation. It even won the 2023 Bella Beauty Award for Best Inside Out Supplement. I'm truly honored. But all of this good buzz has one downside. Due to high demand, we can sell out at a moment's notice, and we often do. See, our commitment to quality and strict manufacturing standards means we can only produce a small quantity of Dermal Repair Complex at a time. So if you see that the 3 or 6 bottle orders are still available, that means we have inventory in stock and ready to ship. I encourage you to grab them while you can. Otherwise, you may have to wait until our next batch becomes available. And I don't want that to happen. I want you to start down this new path today and experience the confidence that comes from a total transformation. I want you to feel proud to show off your skin, when your inner glow finally begins to radiate outwards. And instead of wasting money on useless creams that will never get to the root of the issue, or giving up all hope of seeing younger looking skin again, I want you to see real results in the mirror. Looking better, smoother, firmer, and brighter week after week. I can't wait for that to happen for you. And I hope you're just as excited too. Just click on the button to get started. Thank you for spending this time with me today, and cheers to second chances. Click the button below to secure your supply and lock in all your special discounts. Remember, you're always covered by our 90-day money-back guarantee. Fall in love with Dermal Repair Complex or your money back minus shipping. So click the button to head to our secure ordering page now. Still here? That means you probably have a question I didn't answer earlier. Let me answer some common ones here. I've already been through menopause. Am I too old to see any dramatic changes? Absolutely not. In fact, I've seen 5-star reviews from women of all ages, even women in their 70s and 80s. It's never too late to care for your skin and start seeing real improvements in the look of your wrinkles, firmness, elasticity, hydration, and texture. Instead of taking 13 different supplements to address these problems individually, Dermal Repair Complex can cover them all. How soon will I see results? Everyone's skin is different, but people often notice changes within a few weeks. Consistency is key, so I recommend trying Dermal Repair Complex for at least 90 days for the full experience. Remember, you're covered by our 90-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk when you stock up and save today. I love my night cream. Do I have to give it up? Not if you don't want to. I formulated Dermal Repair Complex to complement your current routine by targeting the foundation of aging skin, where topicals can't reach, so it won't hurt to keep using the products you already love. In fact, you might find that it helps them perform even better. Remind me how Dermal Repair Complex works? Dermal Repair Complex is easy to fit into any routine. Simply take 2 capsules with a glass of water daily with a meal. Once that happens, Dermal Repair Complex immediately goes to work in your body with a 2-pronged approach. First, by targeting the effects of low estrogen in the body, the real cause of aging skin in women over 40. Then, it gives skin a youthful boost by replenishing the nutrients you've already lost. The result? Skin that looks more radiant, smooth, tight, and even with each day you take it. What happens if Dermal Repair Complex isn't for me? Your satisfaction is my top priority, and I take that very seriously. With years spent in research and development and our commitment to only the highest quality ingredients, I predict you'll fall head over heels for this formula. After all, it's a bestseller for a reason. That's why you have 90 days from the time you order to decide. And if it's not right for you, simply reach out to my friendly customer service team and let them know. You can call them at 1-877-828-5528 or email support@beverlyhillsmd.com anytime. They'll be happy to assist you any way they can. Okay, are you ready to see your younger self smiling back at you in the mirror again? Are you ready to feel confident and fresh-faced again in your glowing head-to-toe skin? And are you ready for the attention and compliments you'll get from your friends and even your husband when they notice how your skin looks smoother, tighter, and more lifted? Then you're ready to take the next step. Click the button below to head to our secure ordering form and complete your order. I'll meet you there. Try Dermal Repair Complex right now. For a limited time, get an exclusive deal of up to 60% off. Scan the QR code or go to dermalfixer.com and try Dermal Repair Complex today.